Okay, so I'm going to show you a shortcut or how to do this on the calculator, and that's one of the things we have it for. It's an excellent tool to have. We're going to use our cash flow button here. You can see the CF0, that stands for our initial cash flow, and that's how much Chuck Wood put into his business to get us started. Our initial cash flow was $22,250, and that would be a negative because we spent that to get started, and we would hit enter, and that puts our initial cash flow in. We'd use our up and down arrows. Cash flow one was $6,943. That was net income after all our expenses, after we paid ourselves our salaries. So we would enter that. We'd hit down. The F01, that stands for frequency. How many times does that cash flow happen? So if that cash flow were to happen 2 or 3 years in a row, we could just put 3 here. In our situation, it only happens once, so we leave that. We go to cash flow 2. Cash flow 2 is $8,331. We enter that. Again, that only happens one time. And then we do cash flow 3. That's $9,164. We enter that. We go down to cash flow 4. Cash flow 4 was $10,080. We enter that. Now, we want to know what our net present value is. So NPV right there. We hit that button. It asks us for our interest rate. That's our required rate of return. In this case, we said 15% was our required rate of return. We put that in. We hit our down arrow, net present value equals. We hit compute, and we get $1,875.57 or 56 cents if we round that. Now, the nice thing about the calculator, we could also calculate net future value if we needed to, and we didn't do that. We could also calculate our payback period. We see our payback period is 2.7612 years, and we could also calculate our discounted payback period, which we didn't cover in this section of the course, and we could calculate all 4 of those calculations. Now, that is with the Texas Instrument BA2 Plus Professional. You won't be able to do that payback period, discounted payback period, or net future value with the regular TA BA2 Plus calculator, just the Professional.